Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this short video I'll be showing you how you can make this quick and simple Halloween decoration. So I found these two bits of scrap pine, quite chunky, they're about 20mm thick. The width is 11 centimeters. So I'm going to cut these into two pieces. There's going to be a back and a base. So I want the base to be roughly square, so I'm going to have that 11 by 11, and then the top part I'm going to go for around 20 centimeters. So here is the base section. I want to add a 4-snippet hole in the centre here to accommodate the plastic fake candle later on. So I just need to find a centre by making a cross with the ruler. And then I can use an awl to mark that centre point to go in later with the drill. So to make this look more like a pumpkin, I'm just going to add some 45s on the end and cut them out later on. So I just want to mark down about, say, 3 centimeters or so. Draw a line, and then from that line I'm going to work my way up and add some little 45-degree lines on both sides. And to attach this to the front base, I'm going to need 2 holes to drill 2 screws through. So the thickness of the wood is 2 centimeters, so I'm going to make a mark at 1 centimeter and then draw a line, and that will allow me to have a pilot hole halfway through the thickness of the wood. And I'm just going to put these in about 2 centimeters either side. And again, use the awl to make the marks, and we'll drill those out later on.
So now I just needed to cut these 2 pieces out on the miter saw. And then I cut off those 45-degree corners with a pull saw. Then I gave the 2 pieces a quick sanding down to make them nice and smooth, and I sanded over all the edges to make them slightly rounded. I've got one of these fake plastic candles that I'll be using for this. I think it's safer and it's instantaneous. And to seat it, I'm going to use a 40mm 4-snippet so that it's got somewhere to sit in the base. I also drilled out 2 clearance holes for the 2 screws later on to attach the top to the base, and I countersunk the holes. Now for assembly, I've got some glue and I'm getting it all over the end grain and the top piece to get a nice solid connection. And then I use 2 small squeeze clamps to hold it all nice and firm, and then added the screws. Now for painting, I've got some orange acrylic paint. Now to mark out the face of the pumpkin, I'm using a combination square just to get the two eyes level with each other, and then I'm just freehanding the triangles and then another triangle for the nose. And then I just drew the mouth freehand. Now to paint the eyes, nose and mouth, I've got some black acrylic and I'm using a nice little fine detail brush to do that. Then I added 4 little felt pads to the bottom just to protect any surface that it goes on. And I decided to finish it off with a couple of coats of spray lacquer. It should make it more hard wearing and protect the paintwork.
Okay, so that's about it then for this video. So if you did like the video, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. Happy Halloween, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.